Well, a call to action by Congressional District 11 candidates today. A, quote, urgent news conference was called to address the actions of one of their opponents.
Big 2's Gian Kim was there, and she joins us now with the details. Gian.
Well, 8 candidates in the race for Congress are taking a joint stance against what they call blatant and virulent interference by Washington's swamp insiders. Now, a drafted pledge was signed by them today to never take money from those who do not represent District 11's conservative values.
We pledge we have not, nor will we take money.
Or when you have no voting record and you cannot prove that you're a Republican or a Democrat, what does that say? Then all of a sudden in the election you're accepting Democrat money and you will not renounce it. A lot of these things are pointing towards the left.
8 candidates vying for the 11th Congressional District seat are asking opponent August Pfluger to renounce a campaign donation. Over $200,000 they believe was given to Pfluger by a PAC with liberal agenda.
We know that they have a history of not supporting Republican veterans whenever there's a Democrat incumbent. They've also given money to Nancy Pelosi, and the largest donors to the PAC are Democrats that are diabolically opposed to Republican values.
A cross-partisan PAC called With Honor. It claims to support veterans seeking governmental leadership.
This is the second most conservative district in the United States. Those substantial individuals funding this race have that desire to shift the ideology.
Gray says it begs the question, why pour money into a campaign with all Republican candidates?
I personally believe that they've singled us out to figure out who the weak link is. This is a tool of the Democrat Party.
Many of them going so far as to say they will not accept any outside money.
We should have to get out there and earn each and every vote, talk to each and every person, because it is the people we will be representing, not a PAC, not a lobbyist, or anything like that.
Say what?
He's going to cave in D.C.?
Absolutely. I will say that.
Gray says he was told no by Pfluger's campaign when he asked them to renounce the donation. For Verdell and Barber, the pledge of With Honor PAC raises some questions, stating a representative should never cave on the values of his region.
Let me just say, if I was going hunting for rhinos, he'd be on the list.
August Pfluger releasing this statement today, saying in part, quote, "This whole thing is nothing more than a last-minute attempt to distract and confuse the voters about the fact that President Trump has endorsed my campaign."
Now, while Ned Luscombe and J.D. Faircloth were not in attendance today, I've been told the two also stand with the rest of the candidates. They will sign the pledge at a later date. All candidates in this race were reached out to take this stance. Now, live in studio, I'm Gian Kim, Big 2 News.